Hello everyone, this is Kalyan, having 5 plus experience in big data. So today I'll be going to showing how to work with the Scala ID to implement the Spark coding in Scala. So I'll be showing what current problem, how to implement also today. Let me open the first my Scala ID. I installed Scala ID in Eclipse Kepler version. You can check my previous videos too, how to work with that. Okay, so my Scala API is just open here. Fine. So you have a different options in the Eclipse, different prospectus will be there. So currently I have chosen my prospect is the Scala to coding the Scala level. You can check here also. Let's create one project here. New project. To work with Scala, better to go with like a Maven project. Let's go by Maven project and say next. Define your group ID and artifact ID. Spark examples. Let's say finish. This will be creating your Maven project. This may take time first time if you are using the Maven. So in this system I am using first time, it may take time for it. You can check that currently in progress. It has to download some data. It is taking some time for that. First time you have to spend this time. So next time onwards not required for you. Okay, so the things are done. You can verify here. The Maven project is ready for you. You will be having a package with your some app file, test package with app file also. But this is only Java project. But I want to start coding in the Spark and Scala means I need to ensure this project has to be coming as a Scala project also. For that you can right click on here, go for configure, there is an option is going to come to you here. Let's not see here, there's add Scala nature. Click on this Now you can start coding in the Scala also. This is not only a Java project now, it is also works with the Scala. You can see the Scala library available. And you want to add some package for the Scala coding is, you can right click here, go for properties, build path, source, add folder. In the main, better to add one folder called Scala. Say next, add the pattern, which are the files you have to show, slash star star slash star dot Scala. These files you want to add to the package. It will go into accept and finish. This is basic concept in the project level. Now you can able to see src main Scala. Now prepare your own package. What are the package you want to do it here? Package. My package here is com.orinity.spark.training spark examples. Finish. This is the package I'm going here, and in this package let's create a one Scala object to work with the word controller in Spark. Scala object with the name of the object is word count. In Scala everything is a form of like a objects, so better to play with the objects here. Okay, now I have an object. In this object, prepare a main control space. I'm going to give this. And if you have basic idea about the Spark need Spark context to work with any Spark programming. You need a Spark context. So before the Spark context, you need to create one more object called Spark conf. So for that coding is val, my variable name is conf equal to new Spark conf. I have to do. So currently this line is not going to work. The reason is we have added the Java nature to this project, we added the Scala nature to this project, but we have not added the Spark. So let's comment this line. Now add the Spark nature to this one. For that, open the Maven file. Go to POM. Check below dependencies where the dependencies option is there. You can see here. So here in this dependencies you have to add the Scala dependency and as well as Spark dependency. I'll show you the basic one. You can also make a note for that. So this is a Scala, which version you want to use the library, and this is the Spark, which version of the Spark you want to use it, up to you. Add these two lines into your pom.xml dependencies. These two lines. Now it is rebuilding. It will download the related files from the Maven repositories to your local system. It may take time also. You can check the below option, below thing also, is downloading is taking or not. The required files are downloading from the Maven. First time it will take time for you, second time onwards, now it will spend this much time. Wait for a few minutes because it's going for downloading. Wait for some more time, because it has to download the all the related information related to the Scala and as well as Spark. So Spark having more dependencies with the Hadoop and other things also, it is downloading. It need to download around like maybe like 100 MB 200 MB data with this jar files and POM files. It may take time. Wait for a few more minutes. Sorry. Almost done. Yep. So now your project is ready. So let's refresh. Let's see. Uncomment it. Spark control space. Okay, you can able to see now. It's available now. The Spark library is also in the class path. So go with this. With app name, set app name, application name. My application name is word count, and we need to set the master, set master. So there are different options you will be having it. Currently for practice purpose we can say local. So it supports in running in a cluster mode, ER mode and Mesos mode, different modes also, but practice purpose we will be going for the local mode as a development wise. So once you have a Spark conf, the next step for you is like a going with the Spark context. Well, SC Spark context equal to new Spark context, and you have to pass your conf object here. So these are the two lines are the basics lines always in the Spark and Scala level. We are doing the Spark coding with Scala because Spark supports different languages also, Scala, Python, Java. So we will be doing one of the language right now is the which is very famous, like a Scala. And once I have the SC object, Spark context object, now I can start coding with like a reading the file from maybe from HDFS or local system, doesn't matter, because Spark is given like a single abstraction, so you can directly read that file from anywhere. Say well, text file equal to sc dot text file. So here you need to get the path of it. I'll say aux 0. My first argument I'm saying like a, so you want any parallelism means you can make it disable that. I don't want any parallelism. This will take care of loading text file into text file object. Here everything in Spark is RDD, so the exact one is here, like the text file is a RDD, resilient distributed dataset, and everything you can convert in the Spark RDDs only. So now from this RDD you need to convert into one more RDD. For that, text file dot, and if you are doing a word count problem, first of all we have to read the lines, and whenever you read the line we have to split the line into words also. For that, Spark having providing option called flat map. Using flat map you have to write a function here. What is the function here? Like a line, you need to read the line and split the line also. Line dot split by the regular expression, and this everything you have to store it into one more RDD. Where, which are the name, you can say splits. So here edit the line, also let the line into words. We done this one. Now let's assign a count to each word. Count 1 to each word. So how to assign a count 1 to each word is like a, let's say val counts equal to splits, or the better one is words here. Let's say replace with the splits with words. Words dot map. For every word you just need to assign a count 1 is word comma 1. This is the coding we have to do it. And once you assign the count 1 to each word, let's sum it also. Group by key and sum the list of values. How we can do both the things, like a val word count equal to counts dot reduce by key, with function is aggregate function is underscore plus underscore. This will ensure that like it is going to be grouping the data based on the key, and which are the values we have it, like it's going to be summing operation, because I done like take the two things and sum it. And after that I want the result in a sorted order. Sort the result based on key, then val word count sorted equal to word count dot sort by key. You can say sort by key, nothing else. So this will ensure like sorting the data. And suppose you want to test this data, is it really working or not, the code means, you can go by println actually. For that, word count sorted dot for each println. So this is the final code for word count problem. So the expectation is we need to pass the one argument. So or else you can check a boundary checks also here. If args dot length is less than 1, some kind of message you have to print it, say like a print in like a missing arguments. There are some missing arguments. I just want to pass this message. Okay, so let's run this program. So right click, run as Java Scala application. Now Spark is started here. Let's check what is happening. Missing arguments. So an index about this one. To solve this one, right click, run as configuration, and what are the Scala application you have created, it will be available here. Pass the arguments. In my system I have it, I want to create one folder and everything, I can do it. So let me show you one basic path here. How to work input, then here demo input. Let me check if the file is there or not. Work input, demo input. I have this file. In this I am going to Hyderabad. I am running a Hadoop course like this is there. Let's try with this one. Only one output. Apply and run. So you can check now here, I 2 times, am 2 times, course 1 time, going 1 time, Hadoop 1 time, Hyderabad learning 2 as per this data. So let's confirm it. I 2 times occurred, am 2 times occurred, course 1 time, going 1 time, Hadoop 1 time, Hyderabad 1 time, learning 1 time. So this will be going to give an answer for you. Suppose you want this results not like this, as the end of it means you can change small thing here, say collect, then run it. You get the same result, but you know to look at like in the screen like where the output is came. It always comes now at end of this message soon. Okay, so now I can see same thing. So let's store this data into either local file system or SDFS. For that one, comment this line, the output into file system. So for that, the coding part will be sc dot save as check one of the API. It should be save as only. Check the API of Spark. Okay, this is for loading, so I'm storing it. Sorry, this is not the one. Dot save as. It's going to applicable here, not for the SE level, because SE is for Spark and test level. So I have to store this one is stored as text file means text file, and which location. I'll say args 1. So now this is the code. Now this code is generic code. It can work with the local file system, and as well as it can work with the HDFS file system also. Let me try with the local file system first. So the minimum arguments will be now not 1, it should be 2. So application, it won't run because we need to pass the 2 arguments. It's going to fail also. You can see missing arguments. Okay, so let's run with the proper arguments. Run as configuration. This is one input, pass output also, output WCOP, apply and run. In the output folder, you can check it. WCOP has to come once the things are completed. Okay, open this file and check the output. So I2, AM2, course 1 going on. Suppose I want to store this one into HDFS also, I can store it into HDFS. So the code will be, this is the one. This code will ensure like a what? Loading the data. Now let's work with the running into HDFS level. For that, we cannot go here. We need to prepare a jar file. Let's prepare a jar file here. Deployment of the Scala program in Spark. So how to deploy the Scala program in Spark is, first we have to prepare a jar. So let's prepare a jar, export jar file, and provide your location where you want to work. I will say test spark dot jar, say okay, finish. Make sure that remember this path. And once you have this path, you can able to run the one. And my Spark program also, let's take it. The object is, this is entire one. Let's take this object also, because we need to have this object. So once you have your jar and once you have your Spark, this program, then we can able to submit this one using the Spark contest. For that, prerequisite is Spark has to be installed. Let me show in my system Spark is installed or not. So here I have Spark is installed, so I can able to run this one. And I want to play with Hadoop, means let's start my Hadoop also. Currently it's not running it. Let's start the Hadoop. Start -all.sh. And open the browser. Localhost :5070. Browse the file system. Sorry. Okay, go for demo. There is a demo input, I have it. Same thing what we have it in the local system. So my Hadoop is fine now, and let's prepare the Spark. For the Sparks, the Spark command, let me check in the Spark website. Sorry. I'll check. Spark submit. You can define master, class name, context name, jars. So Spark submit, app jar, then arguments. So let's define Spark submit, app jar, then the class master, which mode, local. So run with this, and this need 2 arguments. Let me guess what happens here. Sorry, class, I missed it. Now after no main class set in a jar is not required. Just a minute. should work. Okay. Let's see now. Now it is started. It should give a option like a missing the arguments because we have to pass the arguments here. Okay, because job is failed. Reason is there is no arguments, missing arguments. Let's pass the arguments. HDFS :/ local host : 9000 / demo input. This is your input, is the first argument. Is the WC output. This is the full command. Read the data from HDFS, writes into HDFS. Let's try now. This can work with not only HDFS, can also work with local file system. I can take my local path also. See, job is success here. Let's verify in the HDFS in the demo folder, WCOP and what. The code is not going to change here. Just click prepare the jar and you're going to. Suppose you want to try with the local also, you can provide the local file system path and output path also, and the same program Spark submit. The Spark submit as equivalent to Hadoop jar command in the Hadoop. It's executing. It's done now. You can check in my local system also. In the output folder there is a LDC jar. So what exactly the intention here, like whatever the program like generically written by the given by the Spark is like a single abstraction. The text file and as well as the text file, the argument may not be only local. It can take it as a HDFS argument or local file system argument. Some more extra features provided by the Spark is like it's not only work with the normal local file system or HDFS, it can also work with HBase and Cassandra and Amazon and S3 storage. There are different file system APIs also. Single abstraction is provided by the Spark. That's the greatness from the Spark actually. And this complete this complete discussion will give an idea for you how to prepare a Spark project using Scala in Eclipse IDE, and also how to work on problem in Scala, and after that how to execute it in a local mode, and also how to execute in a sudo mode, like running into the using the Spark submit command, and how to run that one after preparation of the jar as a deployment processor. You can know it. And if it is running in the cluster mode, is you just need to change here, nothing else. The command as it is same only. In place of local, we have to provide the where the Spark master is running it. Spark supports that way. And I want more parallelism, means you can have an option like the same command like this, more number of threads. 2 threads means 2, 3 threads means 3, 4 means 4. It's up to you how you want to define. Also you can define to run the threads also parallelly. The features are provided by the Spark. You can always check the informations which is also morely available in the Spark website also, for better for blending practice wise. And you want any more information also, you can always check with me or in IT Hyderabad. So hope you got sorry, hope you got the idea. So any more question you can bring me. Thank you.